Hey, how's everybody doing? Hey, Paul, Victor, Eric, Donnie, Jet Tech Donnie. How are you guys doing tonight, man? It's been a crazy week. It's been a busy week. Yeah. Oh yeah, Eric, no problem, man. Shoot. I just don't want you to get down, man. Heck, I shoot. Like I said, man, when I first started, they called me Ace because I crashed so many planes and got so many kills. Because I asked myself, what are you guys calling me Ace for? And he goes, well, you got more kills than anybody else. But even after I started flying well, they started calling me Ace again, or kept calling me Ace. So just don't get discouraged, man. Gravity is a bear, man. when you forget to produce lift, gravity takes over. Everybody still screws up, man. I do. Hope everybody had a good week. It's been nice this week. Gosh, it's been perfect for flying this week. I finally went out today because I've been working on my old school model work SPAD Sport. It's going well. I got two wings. I got the two top wings done, and it only took about a quarter to the third of the time to make the second wing. And I got a long video coming out tomorrow, but there's no videos on this plane, so I put a long video out. Every step I made on the wing, every mistake I made some good mistakes too, man. Hey, Mike, how you doing, bud? Well, I could sit here and yammer all day long, but let's go ahead and and I'm using these headphones because I charged up my Bose phones today, today, and they just weren't charging. It doesn't like some USB cables. Of course, it's Apple. They want you to use the Apple crap. I'm going to do it different tonight. We'll go to this Yoko's channel here. We'll go to playlist. And where is for live stream? We'll view the playlist.
What's going on, guys?
And we're going to start like this. And what we got here is we got Built Fast. And Built Fast has put EDFs on the Aeroscout, and they look great. They look so great. Now, why don't I have an arrow? Oh, there we go. It did it. So let's check this out, man. Wait till you see this. Hey, Bill, how you doing, man?
We have a very different video today. Normally, I am showing you my designs, my custom designs, but this is my son's Aeroscout that I'm very fond of because it's one of the best beginner, starter, even to expert. I mean, people have, this is like a cult classic plane here. And I modeled some EDFs for it. I'm the EDF guy. I'm not a big fan of prop planes, as you guys know, and I wanted to do this. Actually, one of the guys from the Aeroscouts Facebook group asked me if I'd be willing to do something like. All right, let's see what we got.
We'll watch him take off here.
Let's see, hold on. Right.
It flies amazing.
I just want to make sure.
Hey, Mountain.
All right. No, feels good. All right, ready?
He tells you how to set it up.
Into the wind. Easy peasy. A lot of power. Okay, this is fantastic.
All right, let's see. Let's go out here. Let's see if I screwed up. Oh, I put those up there. I put them in front of it. But check it out, man. Built Fast. He's doing all kinds of great stuff. And he's got this contraption right here. And then he's got his X57 or X47B, and he put drag rudders on it. So that's pretty cool. And you can buy his files. He has them linked there.
Okay, pilots. I'm going to try to have a little redemption flight for my timber here when I put it in a tree the last time.
Eric,
got just
EQRC.
a little bit of a wind coming across from this direction here. Let's let it slow down just a little bit here, and I'm going to take off right quick.
Hey, Jerry, how you doing, man? I didn't see you sneak in there, buddy. I broke a prop today on my clip wing Cub. because I was stupid. Eric has a really good flight, man.
Wind's kind of strong. Let's turn it up for a little bit. But at least it is flying, right?
So guys, make sure you check out EQ Flying.
Now it might just all of a sudden give up on me and go to the ground. Maybe
Never talk negatively.
servo will give out on me. Uh-oh, I'm going nose up.
But check out EQ. He's also been, I haven't watched this video yet, but he's got some G-scale buildings for his trains. It's pretty good. And of course, last week we watched his maiden flight there of his XK J3 Cub, and it went well. It really did. He did a good job. And here we got the king of Fridays and the Friday feeling.
Yes, eating balsa? No, we are not. I'm just covered in balsa today. Oh yes, it's part 12 of the Tony Nyhouse Harrier. Yes, it is the GR7 Harrier. Let's get sculpting. Let's get that feeling. Okay, before we start making the tail section, we're keeping the actual fuselage as clean as possible while I can mess about. There's little bits and pieces that I need to put in that I'm going to try and do today, because the back tail section hopefully should be quite straightforward. Now you've got the nozzle area here, so you've got these nozzles that are 3D printed that you can get with the kit.
Hey Keith,
as an extra, same as the cheeks as well. Now before here, there's this little section here. It's kind of like a scoop, and then there's a piece of balsa in the middle here, as you can see. And shall we? And there she is, all smooth and.
There he goes. He works it out, and it's pretty cool, man. It is pretty cool, man, how he goes through there and how he works it out. He doesn't understand the plans, and if you've ever built, man, there's sometimes in plans, like right here, he's going to talk about this. He doesn't understand this. And
so I just need to cut out the. Well, first of all, I need to draw on the tracing paper. I will make it so it's flat first of all.
But it's pretty cool how he works it out, because you get that where you don't understand it. You just don't understand what they're trying to tell you to do. I know it happened to me, man. Yeah, Mountain Man, we missed you Monday. I know I missed you. There at the big real flight fly-in. Oh, it doesn't want to work in there. Okay, all right, no problem. We'll put them here. This is GBLynden, and his buddy, I think it's Frank, is flying this. He's flying it at a scale event. It's pretty cool. Hey, Lori, Chris, how you guys doing? Sorry if I'm excited tonight. I just feel good, man. I've got to fly today, even though it didn't go all that well with the Cub. Ugh. Didn't damage it. I just broke a prop. I was stupid. You can't fly the Cub. You can't take the Cub off without a rudder to counter the torque. Jim, how you doing, buddy? Anyway, check that out. That was, yeah, Robert. Robert flew his event. And yep, the cat's a big head churner. It sure is, man. It sure is a big head churner. Oops, we're gonna go here. Hey GB, we just showed that guy. We just showed that guy GB, man. Here we've got OnepackFPV. Man, if you get motion sickness, you might want to turn away on this video, because it is fast. Ah, shoot, man. My keyboard's acting up again. I probably got some balsa dust in it. I would be crashing left and right and center there. All right, I got to put my cursor in here. Got to do Control A, got to delete, do a Control V, press enter. Did it? Oh, I put it in there. All right, that's good. All right, let's go over it. Let's go to the next one. Boom, we'll stop this. I'm having troubles tonight. It doesn't want to paste in the links. All right, let's get some sound on here. And here we have Travis. He's out flying his Eratix.
Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Smokey Mountain RC. Pilot Trap here, getting ready to take up the E-Flite Eratix, guys. Finally got the propeller in. Pilot John got it ordered and got it in for me. Thank you, Pilot John. And I got that fixed. I don't know if it's going to work, guys, but I mean, it's hoping for now, so I guess we're going to see what happens. But yeah, this thing's pretty cool. We've been flying the Ultimate 3D, got it back together going, so. Oh yeah, guys. All right, guys, without further ado, get her up. And motor sounds funny, guys.
Huh. That's crazy. Hey, Kenny, how you doing, man? Whoa, I thought he was going to be testing some other stuff there. It was a nice flight. The only thing, you know, like if you're going to learn 3D, you know, you might be better with like a twisted hobby, a flat foam EP flight foam plane. You know, it might work a little better. And I don't know why. I think my keyboard might be dying. I had to put I should have put batteries in it. Anyway, though, you know, for somebody that said he was going to take a break from YouTube for a while, he's been flying some stuff here. It's a jet and stuff, so it's all good, man. Travis is doing well. But check that flight out. It goes well. And here we have Kenny Rodgers, the other Kenny. Man, it's running weird tonight, man. I should have restarted my computer, but he's got an old steam engine here, and it's pretty cool, man. He doesn't really say much about it, and I asked him how old it was, and he didn't know. He goes, Jeff, I've had it for a long time. Anyway, there's what Kenny's been up to. So he's been keeping busy. All right, now this is kind of neat, man. This is Icarus the second, and they're flying in France. And this is Giovanni, but this is the old free wing Fiat G.91. I looked this plane up. It came out in 2012 from Free Wing. I don't ever remember seeing it, but in 2012 I wasn't flying jets, so I was flying hot glue. Yep, Gianni. Hey, Chris. Flying in France. Man, for an old jet, the thing sounds pretty good, really, when you think about it. It sounds all right to me. We'll see what else he's been up to this week. That's about it. And I just grabbed that because I didn't grab it last week. I don't know. Since I've been doing all this building stuff, man, it's just been, how long have I been flying? I started flying when I got out of the Army in 2009. Because when I was in the Army, I was traveling a lot to fun places and not so fun places. And you know, any summertime I would spend on the Hudson River sailing my sailboat, a real, you know, full-size sailboat, and, you know, hanging out there at I kept my boat in a slip at the marina. So I was I was out sailing. I was any time I wasn't, at home practically, unless I was doing other stuff. I was on the water sailing in the summer, the short summers. That's where I was. But 2009. Hey, Wing View, how you doing, man? But we've always seen, it seems like everywhere we're stationed, we'd always see people flying planes, and sometimes we'd go stop and watch them for a while. All right, this is Ty. This is Urban RC. Let's put his link in there, and I don't know why I'm having troubles. I can't paste them in the chat from the live.
All right, fellas, come back at you with another one. As you can see, we got the HBX 16890, guys. This thing is the 4x4 race S truck, guys. We got paddle tires on it. We got it all decked out, ready for the snow. As you can see, we got some snow, some fresh powder. Let's get it before the stuff melts, guys. Let's have a blast.
Now that truck does really well, and it doesn't cost a whole lot. But there's Urban Legend RC, and he does a lot of live shows, but he does mostly he crawls and runs trucks and stuff, and he just has a good time with RC. Him and his buddies, they get together and they do stuff. And what I thought was pretty cool is they have this race right here where a couple of them get together and they race the Losi NASCAR trucks. Where's it at? Right here is the race and stuff. I thought it was pretty good stuff. Let's give this a look right here.
Junior crashed out. Oh, Truist Junior spun out. Kyle Busch is in the head. Kyle Busch took the lead. Kyle Busch took the lead.
So you can see, man, where he has fun and stuff. And let's see, we got to go back. Did I lose it? Yeah, I lost it. I lost it. That's the only bad thing of doing it this way, is if I screw up. Yeah, that's okay. I used a different prop on mine. I can't really remember which prop I used, but it worked fine. I didn't use the stock prop. Here we have Jackson RC. And they did this. Ricky, how you doing, buddy? Now it's working. I could paste there. Okay. Here we have Jackson RC. They went and did some drifting. This is a cool drift track.
What did you say you recognize this?
Oh, you gonna get it?
Yeah.
That's really neat. That's a hobby shop that's not too far from them, because Jackson, they'll go there and they'll look. They'll go do that. And Chris has been going live on his truck. So, like in the morning or something like that, if you want to ride along Chris when he goes to work and do that. And they have a crawler course there too, and a course for like different size crawlers. It's pretty cool. It's a nice hobby shop. But I thought that was pretty cool, man.
Again, still working fine.
And here we got Kenny, and I'll back it up. I was testing today, and all right, here's Hangar 51, Kenny, the man himself.
Just because I love the damn thing. I really do. And nobody's doing videos on it because it's not new anymore. This particular machine's over a year old, and all the reviewers have already reviewed it. But I guarantee you, keep looking. I think they're going to come back to this one and talk about it again. With all the bamboo debacle going on right now, I think you're going to hear more about this printer. I absolutely love it. It's just, I can't even begin to tell you how wonderful If you've already watched my video, you've already heard me tell you. It's just amazing. It's a month. I've had it a month. I have over 300 hours of print on it. It's been printing nonstop. I just can't stop printing things. You know, I keep coming up with new things to print. So so that's what I'm going to talk about today. Just so I'm going to just tell you a couple. I've had a couple of fails. Let me think.
We'll let him show the fail here.
I got one here. Yeah, right here.
I had this on while I was building, Kenny.
It's too fast. Okay. That's the only thing I can come up with. So this was one of the fails. I've had like 3. Well, 3 that weren't my fault. I've had like a few that are my fault, but this isn't my fault. So I was printing Articulating Dragon, which I've printed like 6 of them now, I think.
We'll see these when he throws them up here.
So I love these things.
Philip, how you doing?
They're beautiful. And I'll here. So here's a close up.
All right. Your cameras are looking good, Kenny. But check it out, man. Kenny does it, and you know, I mean, he tells you, you know, the problem he had with it and everything. So check Kenny out. Tell Kenny we want him live and stuff. That's why in my comment I said, you know, thank you for the update on your 3D printer to play with his update problems. And then we got Cliff here, Mr. Balsa Dust himself, man. He built a 3D little indoor flyer.
Okay guys, so we're back in the indoors and I want to
think this is the 3 seconds I get hit on every week.
Which you would have seen in the build video, which I'll link at the end of this one if you like. And we'll give it a go. Wish me luck. I might start by doing taxi trials, I think. One thing I have done actually since the build video is I've pulled some dihedral in just with a piece of cotton, just pulling it up artificially, so it might help.
See, as flexible as everything is on that plane, I think that's why he has trouble with it, because you know you can't have your control surfaces moving around like that unless you're a bird, you know.
We'll see.
If you got bird-like reflexes, you probably fly it, but.
Oh,
But Cliff's going to play around with his strings and get it sorted out. And if anybody can get it to fly, it looks like it'll fly pretty good if he gets the wings.
I've got full right rudder and it's not turning, so it should...
Yep. So check it out. He's got some theories and he's going to try some stuff. And he didn't build on his big glider this week. He had, you know, life got in the way of doing that. But, you know, check Cliff out. He's all, oops. Cliff's always doing something cool. Yeah, Chris. Yeah, that's how he's going to have to fly it, I think. But if anybody can get it sorted out, it'll be Cliff. But there he's showing you how he made the 3D printed the plane and everything, and I think it's pretty neat, man. Like I said, I have confidence that that Cliff will get it sorted out. Here we got John VHRC on Roy's channel flying his little helicopter. I think I see what the problem is. Huh. Okay. I know what the problem is. I got to shorten my keyboard. Check that thing out, man. That thing is huge.
John, what is this thing again?
It's a T-Rex 700 shoved into a Roban 700 size MD500E model helicopter. This will
12S?
Maiden flight 12S. This is the same helicopter you've seen me flip-flopping all over the channel. I've just put it into a scale body, and this is going to be the first flight.
Amen, Eric. Amen.
How big's that table? That table's 6 feet, probably.
Yeah,
and it damn near covers the whole table. Wow.
Nothing. Nothing holding me back but fear, right?
That's right.
That's it.
Impressive machine.
stoked. I just hope everything goes as planned, you know.
All right, fingers crossed.
Yeah, isn't it though, man? That is cool.
Maiden flight.
Ah, so you can put the head strap over a hat.
The sun is quite beautiful today. Look at that thing. Good Lord. The glare out here is something special.
I think that'd be smart. I'm gonna have to get one of those in. That'd be smarter than the way I do it.
I just put the P40 through its paces. It did good.
Here we go, guys.
All right.
Yeah, Eric is. Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts.
Hey Dan, how you doing, buddy? I like the mountains in the background. You see the snow blowing off the big mountain back there. Check out the rest of the flight on Roy's channel, man. It's pretty cool. Good job on that, Roy. Good flying, John.
Good afternoon.
And here we have Marcus, Captain Hardway. He's doing a little bit of hangar work on his P-47. I like the yellow. It looks nice.
In YouTube, this is my second attempt at this video. I quit after the first because there was a little bit of an issue with the doors that are on the gear on this side. And one side was binding, this side was binding as it closes, because the original wire that attaches, let me put them out, the original wire that attaches to this pin right here, this one, was broken. I'm using.
Yeah, those things break off, man. My ground eats those things, man. It eats landing gear. That's pretty good though. He's got it back into flying condition and stuff. And let's see what he's been getting out and flying. So let's check and see, because I watched some of his videos. Yeah, this is the first. Yeah, he's had bad weather, so he hadn't been flying this week. So he's in the hangar getting his stuff, doing a little maintenance on his birds, which is good. And we've got Mark is still working. He's working on this old bird that he got off of a friend of his, the gentleman that passed away. And he's got this, and he's going to make it work. It's got rotating wings.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I recently had a question asked of me of a friend who said, "What model are you working on at the minute?" And I laughed and said, "Models." I've got loads of projects on the go at the moment. The DR1, which I'm simply waiting for better weather to get it outside to dope it. Haven't done some model doping indoors over the last couple of days. It's not really recommended. I've got the Cirrus Moth that I've now recovered the wings just about. I've got the lower wings to finish off and then spray them, and then we can move on to some detailing work. I've acquired a couple of model gliders ready to. Hello, and welcome back to the building of this rudder bug. I say building, it's actually a completion of the work started by another modeler who's no longer with us, but was obviously a very talented engineer and thinker when it came to model aircraft. And the problem he'd left was he'd started this mechanism but hadn't finished it. And I've had the opportunity, I think, to work out what he was trying to do. and I've made these nylon bearings for the pivot, and that now means that
Check this out.
the mechanism, if you look to the rear lever, can be controlled to give you a full wing aileron effect. Now,
but check that out. That is pretty cool, man. You know, this is from back when I just did it again. Let's come out here. And yeah. Oh, yeah, Dan, that thing flies really well. You'll like that, man. It flies. It does a good job of flying. In fact, I can't think of anything evil about it. I put the battery back. I flew it with a 4000, or I fly it with a 4000, and I have the battery back, and it flies really well. It does a good job of flying, and it does a good job. It flies really well. But I was trying to think of, where am I at here? Oops, I can't talk. Oh, I'll show you my wing. I've got 2 wings finished. I got the top wings are finished. But check this out, man. Check that sheeting out. I'm proud of that sheeting. I still got a little sanding to do on it right there. I still got a little sanding to do right in here. And then on the bottom, I'm happy with the way this looked. Yeah, to get those holes cut in the sheeting, I used a paper pattern, and it works well. Yeah, still I missed that knob right there, that little knot right there. I gotta do some sanding on it, but I just sanded it down. I didn't want to go too crazy sanding on this end where I joined the wings together until I see what I got to do for the dihedral. And they don't put the trailing edge. There'll be another sheet that comes on it here, and but you don't put that on until you have all the wings done. But the bottom wings build just like almost like this, and then there's some small changes. But I got 2 wings done, and it took a third of the time to build the second wing than what it did for the first wing. So I was pretty pleased with that. Here we have Phil, man, the guys down at the beach, and they're flying the Timber and the Mighty Draco.
Motor on.
I miss one. I got to get mine out. I got to take the floats off. I want to go fly it one more time on floats. Nothing wrong with a mellow flight, man. Later on in the action.
4 minutes. Takeoff flaps. Landing flaps. Flaps up.
I was trying to get the Mini Draco in there too, but here it is.
Takeoff flaps.
I like flying that Draco, man.
Flaps up.
Oh, you guys getting snow? Well, you're not going to want to hear it got to 70 today here. Here we have our buddy Doyle, and he's flying indoors because where he lives it's kind of winterish, and he's got the Riley's Aero, but that thing flies pretty well for a free flight.
Hi friends, hi fellow flyers. We're here at the church. We're gonna fly the blue Riley's Aero modelers model plane, and
There's a nice flying plane.
thank you, little Riley, for
So-
sharing your airplane with us. Thank you, Warren, for videoing. Okay, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Here we go.
And for a box free flight plane, this thing flies well.
Part of the room and do some test flying. We've done that, so let's see if it'll fly. There we go. Come on. Up, 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 up. Up, up, up. keep turning, keep turning. Well, it was not the
He has a great flight though, man. Jarrett Doyle does. Doyle has a great flight. Let's see. Let's come back out here. I'll answer this question. Where'd he go? Where'd it go? Where's my cursor? Oh, it's on. Over. It's on the. I was looking at the cursor on the screen I'm showing. Oh, yeah, Jerry. I'm gonna go there. I'll probably come over on a Saturday or Friday. I'm gonna try to meet up with Adam again, with Adam and Heidi, Model Aviator. And it depends on what day they go. Is probably when I'll go. But yeah, I'm planning on going. Seth is great, man. I might load. I was thinking of loading the trailer up, but I think we've got. It's right. You think it's right after Jet Jam or something? I don't know, or not, or Bam Jam or something. I don't know when it is. I'll have to see. But I was there for like a morning, and I mean, those people that go to Seth, they just love it, man. But what I was going to say is at the Imperial RC down there in Mulberry, Florida, they have the Florida E-Jets, and it wasn't windy and stuff, man. I forgot that event was on, man. That looks like a great event. Are you going over there, Lewis? Are you guys going to head over to E-Jets tomorrow? All right, good job, man. Say hi to Matt and Rich, man, when you get over there. Hope you guys have a good time, man. I couldn't believe it wasn't even windy. I watched the Motion live stream, and it wasn't windy at all. Yes, I am, Dan. I'm going to be there. Yes, Dan. I am going to be at Perry. I have a table. I'm going to take stuff to sell. It's going to sell fast. Yeah. Watch the. Yeah.
Good afternoon, YouTube. January 25th, 2025.
Here we go, Gina.
25th of 25 of Jan, etc. Flying times here. These days are few and far between. Earlier on, there wasn't much wind. Wind is now picking up. You can probably see it flicking.
Yes, he did. And somebody at the event ordered one, and it's going to have it shipped tomorrow.
On the ground.
Should get it tomorrow. He did a 2-day ship.
This lovely E-Flite Piper Cherokee 1.3 going up. Here we go. Okay.
Yep, I like my Cherokee.
Winds picked up and the temperatures dropped. It was actually warm about an hour ago. But I was busy sanding a balsa-built down. But anyway, never mind that. Here we go. Control check. Right, left, up, down, right, left. Let's put one click of flaps in and get this thing
I'll bring it
airborne.
to B-Jam, Paul. I'll give you a deal on it. I like it. I like flying it, but I don't take it out enough. It's one of the easiest planes to fly. It's just too big. I'm trying to downside my planes. And let's see what Gina's been up to here. I'm not going to get off of this. Yep, that's all she did this week. Is she went out last month and flew. Wow, yeah, isn't that a cool looking plane though? I mean, that plane is just amazing. It is, man. It is an amazing looking plane. It's like almost over $800 with tax and stuff. Well, Paul, I like it. All right, speaking of likes here, man. Let's see. I want to make sure we got Charles McDaniel. Yeah, I am kind of Jerry. Plus, I might be getting a different vehicle, and I don't know. But this looks so cool, man. I like the F5 Tiger, and he added Charles added all these lights to his. He comes in every once in a while and he comments on the videos, but he does a lot of piano playing. Yeah, that thing looks good, man. I just hope it's not like the B2 where you got to cross your fingers and your toes to get a landing and stuff. But that looks great, man. He did a good job. Charles did a good job on that. I want to get that. That's a plane I've always wanted, was the F5. But, yep, he gets out there and he does things. He flies. He has a good time. See, I almost did it again. You guys almost let me do it again. Here we have our buddy Alex. AMRC. He's been doing some things this week. Now, this is the kind of weather where it'd be hard to fly FPV. Yeah, Eric. Yeah, I'm just not, I don't know. There's a plane I want. And I'm going to try to make it so I can get it. And we'll sell the B25. Boom.
Hi, Alex here, AMRC. I have the F27 FPV again.
Oh yeah, no problem, Charles. This lights look great. I like
FPV
that.
setup. So if you've seen the last video, I've tried this yesterday when it was very foggy.
Ricky,
it's a lot better today. Still a bit hazy, but
thanks for the comment.
nowhere near
I should
bad.
send you some planes to review.
And
you and
somehow
Oscar, you guys
yesterday
got
was still fun.
film and video for you and stuff.
Got my
Got
hand
beautiful place
caught
to
in the prop a bit. So there was blood, sweat, and tears flying FPV for the first time, but I'm gonna try it again, and hopefully it goes even better this time. Let's go.
I'm curious to see whose intro music comes up hot on the thing.
I checked the video and I saw what I get here on the screen is not really visible on camera. So I'll probably just have
Oh, I didn't know Chris was going to
what's
MRC.
stored on the phone directly on
You're
screen.
going to take over
but
videoing
I'll
planes?
try as much as I can and fly looking at my phone screen here. So let's go.
Flying, that's all you had to do.
Oh.
Hey, Jeremy, how you doing,
go.
Commander Google? Google,
Fly,
Commander Google.
okay.
Not Command. Man, look, that'd be hard to fly
Turn.
FPV.
There's the road.
Everything looks white. You got the road to use as a reference point. But I'll tell you what, man, Alex does a pretty good job of flying that FPV. He's doing a good job.
That's called a stall turn.
All right, here we go. We got Dan. He's got this, his buddy Chris here is doing some interesting stuff. Dan Zimmerman's got this up there. Did you get some videos of your flying today, Dan? Yeah, it looks like a Fatabo radio. It's kind of neat, man, seeing these older videos and stuff. I think this was made in around 2000.
Getting into radio-controlled aerobatics really isn't all that hard. Most aerobatic maneuvers are comprised of several basic techniques simply strung together, either in part or in total, depending on the maneuver, giving rise to some fairly impressive aerial stunts. And that's exactly what we're going to show you on today's show. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Radio Control Hobbies. I'm Chris Chianelli. We're out here at this gorgeous flying field, and what we're talking about today is the basics of aerobatics. I've picked out a few airplanes which I think are all fabulous flyers. Over here to your right, the yellow airplane, is the Horizon Hobbies Hangar 9 Fontana. It's an example of a very...
But it's pretty cool, man. It's kind of neat seeing these, you know, the old ways of flying and stuff like that. But somebody asked me, yeah, you can drop a link. Oh, to this video? Yeah, I can put this in there again. But it's kind of neat. He goes through and they talk, and he shows you and talks you through and shows you on the transmitter what to do and stuff, and talks you through it. It's pretty
Turn
good.
to the left. Down leg, pull
It's
out,
better when it's
and
not close
throttle.
down. But it's kind of neat. I enjoy stuff like that. All right, this is my buddy Steve. He flies out at the park. All right, good job, Dan. My buddy Steve, and he's got this 470 size scale, rotoscale Huey, and that sounds nice. But Steve has a nice flight with it. You know, he's flying it in GPS mode, but you know, I mean, shoot, he doesn't fly helis that much. And there's what he does, man. He's been flying helicopters a lot here lately, but his main passion is FPV, head tracking units, and he's under the goggles and he flies FPV. That's where his passion's at. He comes out there to the park with his wife, and because they live right close to the park.
Bob.
So they're always there flying. Well, not always, but they fly like in the afternoons on Saturdays. I've never seen him there in the morning. Here we got Bob. We got two Bobs. We got Bob.
What is it?
That's a cool
It's a
looking
top RC
86.
Texan.
Oh, well done.
450 mil flying on the Radio Master. So here we go.
Or to us Brits at Harvard.
To us Brits, it's at Harvard, yeah.
Is this on girly mode or is it on
This is on girly mode at the moment.
I had to leave it in there to get that, man. When you use the stabilizer, they call it girly mode, Bob and those guys. I told them, I said, man, I can tell Gina or Carolyn don't live close to you guys. But it's pretty cool, man. He's got Al's 1906 14 bis flying, and he's got it flying a lot better too. I just wanted to get Bob flying that. Yeah, that's a top RC. The top RC planes are a little bigger than like the Volinex and the Ishins and stuff like that. They're just a little bit bigger, but that's a nice looking Texan, man. That is a nice looking Texan. At least I think it is anyway.
What's going on, everyone?
Now, I've met Ethan. He was at Birmingham on one of the events. He was there flying with Allie and Greg. And he's doing the Cub.
Ethan Nader here with Horizon Hobby, and it is a beautiful December day. Yeah, I said beautiful in December. Surprisingly, it's actually a super nice day out before the new year starts, and I figured we would go ahead and get our first flight in on the all-new Hangar 9 J3 Cub 10cc. Now, if you watch the video before this, you will see that the plug-and-play assembly process goes together great. And what we are essentially going to be doing today is doing an AS3X Plus tune flight. So I have not flown this airplane yet. I just got and battery. I also have a switch set up to where we have AS3X Plus off and AS3X Plus on.
Yeah, Chris.
So again, I have all of
the
gains down to
B25.
zero,
That's what I'm
and
going
whenever
to
I take off, kind of get a feel for it, get it all trimmed out, we'll start feeding in the gain, and we'll go ahead and get our tuning done on the AS3X Plus. All right, here, got a little bit of a crosswind, not too much wind, so we're going to go ahead and take off. Oh yeah, nice and floaty already on 4S. Go ahead and get it trimmed out here. So I just want to pitch down just a little bit. I'll go ahead, put some on the elevator there.
Anyway, he gets it flying really well. I saw he did a helicopter, but I didn't watch the video on Brian. I have to watch that, man. Yep, those guys are so nice. Yeah. You need to connect when you're in Iowa. Come by the place. We'll fly. But check him out, man. Hangar 9. He comes in. He flies. I think he's flown with Bill, and he comments on the videos every once in a while. And I didn't realize that I hadn't subbed to him and stuff. But let's see what he's been doing here. Of course, he flies for Horizon, so you know you're going to see. Because this is what he was flying at. He was flying the Pawnee at Birmingham. And I don't know. Yeah, that's Birmingham field right there. Maybe not. I don't know. But he's a nice young man. And here we have Ute, San Diego Ute. They're at the beach. Next time I get my XK110 out, I'll video it.
Wow, those look great.
I'm such a bad heli flyer. I'm lucky if I can take off in the side yard and land in my yard. But now I don't fly at more than 3 feet. That's kind of neat, man. They fly them together, and they're there early and in the fog and stuff. It looks pretty neat. I like in the two. Man, he's like, you maniacs flew before I arrived. Cool nav lights on those Dracos. I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah. Hey, Larry, how you doing, man? Yeah, man, we got to get together, bud. All right, here we go. We got Ricky. Let's go back here. Yeah, we got Ricky and Oscar flying the Freewing F-16. Is Ricky and Oscar is flying the 90mm Phantom, and they have a great flight. I like how he does the little hovers. Check Larry's channel out, man. He does some pretty good stuff. Yeah, parts, man. I know from watching my friend fly helis, you need parts. That's what I like about the XK, man. It's like one of those. What were those crash cars that we had as kids, man? Where you put them together and then you ran them into them and they explode. I can't remember what they were called. but they have a great flight, and Oscar has a little bit of apprehension when he gets ready to land, and he works it out, man. He has kind of it could have been a bad landing, but he took off. You know, he was smart. He did a go around, and he pulled it off well. So it's worth watching the video just so you can see the landings that they get. Ricky's is perfect. Oscar, he gets a good landing. Let's see, and then I'm back
What is
at
up, guys? Okay, so this is one of the most
watching fly. This is going to take some work.
So usually when it flips, and what's weird is I had the same issue with my J20 yesterday. So I'll try it again.
We're not going to spend much time on this.
Grass in his chin.
I like the grass in the chin.
Yep, it wants to nose down. I need a bigger launcher here. A much bigger launcher.
I think we'll get it worked out.
Oh yes. Okay.
That's the best it flew. Again, this is built fast, and he builds some nice stuff, man. You get it. You can get the files for your 3D printer and print them. The most expensive file I've seen is like $14. So I mean, $14 for something that flies, you know, that you can build yourself is pretty good, I think.
Okay, morning everyone.
Here we have a Frozen. I don't know how these guys are getting out there and flying in the UK. It's nasty weather there for these guys. Oops. Yeah, it was. They did a good job. They always do a good job, man. Those guys are good flyers, man. I just love their place where they fly.
Welcome to Ian's RC Exploits. Tune in, see what I'm doing. I'm flying at last. Roll the intro. Lighten up now.
This is with his new transmitter. I'm sorry I have to jump, Chris. I'm running out of time.
You know, nothing silly. I just want to gain a feel for the transmitter and just gain a feel for the plane again. As I said, you know, 2.5, 3 months possibly. It's a long time really without flying.
So he's doing a great job, man. He has a great flight, good landing.
Okay, pilots. I think I got her ready to go here. We're just gonna see what's gonna happen. A little small clearing here. Got the gyro on.
You again, Eric.
Oh, it's flying heavy and straight up, nose heavy. Let me get her down before she goes up in the trees.
That's tail heavy.
She's not nose heavy, but tail heavy.
Yep.
Goodness gracious. I don't think she's going to fly.
He gets it straightened out. We'll watch him take off again. Hey, Wiggle, how you doing, man? There he goes.
Oh,
move that battery forward. Eric actually has a nice flight.
Maybe I was pulling up on it too much. See if he'll turn before it goes in trees.
Rudder. You need to turn with the rudder. Huh. Oh, you're in Indiana. Okay. You don't.
All right, guys.
All right. Here's the last video. We're making it. I had to really rush because at first I thought I was only have like 20 videos, and I was like, man, I missed a bunch that I caught yesterday. All right, here we have the little guy that does the camera work for him is going to fly his first EDF.
Rubus's first jet flight ever.
Now look where he's flying this on. Look at all the obstacles.
Oh, dang. Or use that elevator.
It sure is, Ricky. And I'll tell you what, man, the little guy works it out well.
That's reassuring, I guess. I just like did a couple down and backs and crashed it.
You got to check him out, though, man. His first landing was rough, but then he starts landing it on the street. And I don't know how he's able to land it on the street, you know, because I always had problems landing stuff on the street. I was probably talking real loud because I had my headphones on. Yeah. But, yep. And then I got these 3-2, they're called 3-2-1 blocks, man. These things are heavy. These things are heavy. I was using batteries for weights. Then I got 4 of those. But hope you guys can get out and fly. Be nice. Yeah, Urban Legend RC and his buddies, man, they do live streams just about, well, any night Ryan's doing his. You can check them out. They have a good group of people there in their live streams and stuff. It's really, really good. Yeah, Jerry, hope it turns out, man. Oh, I had to take your dog. Oh, right. Oh, torn ligament. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. I hope everything works out. Yeah, because Tuco ripped a toenail last week, and man, he was hobbling around on there's 3 legs practically, but he's fine. He's running around like crazy now, having a great time, getting chased around by the little dog. They were great at the field today. They were perfect. Had fun flying. Took the clip wing cub. It didn't go well. What had happened is, I think in the hangar, I knocked my clevis off or loose on the rudder, and then when I did my ground check, I heard like a metallic twang, and it was the clevis coming off of my rudder. So then when I took off, I didn't have a rudder, and of course it pitched to the left and kind of did a little tumble kafuggle that broke the prop. So I got to fix that. But everything else flew well. Thanks everybody for being here. Jeremy, I saw there's some people I didn't fill up. I can't remember if you put a video up or not. Like I said, man, building this first wing, it took me, of course I didn't work on it all at once, but it took me probably 3 days to build the first wing. And I knocked this was nothing this morning, and I did it all. I had to wait some time because I had to join 2 sheets together to get the sheeting and stuff. And I don't know. If you want to build a plane, you have never built one before, I highly recommend you go to the Old School Model Works and get one of their kits, man. I mean, this thing just, there's no way you can, I've tried to screw this up. Like one of these, I put on upside down. I had it sticking out of the top. The CA had hardened, and I had to get the fingernail polish remover out and get this peeled off so I could get it on the right side. And then my little triangle, the very first part I glued on the plane, I stuck my little triangle. I used it right here on the other wing to get it square right there. And I left it there, and the CA had it stuck there. It was stuck right in the corner there, and I had to get the fingernail polish out again and get my triangle off the wing. But yeah, Old School Model Works, they have several kits that build just like this kit does and everything. And a guy at work, he's building their Lark. I think it's the Lark he's building. And I'm going to build the German plane that goes with this British plane. And then I want to build their Ghost for a, like instead of a timber, it's about the timber size plane and everything. All right, everybody. And thanks a lot. Here's my kit. Here's what it looks like where I've been doing stuff. It's you got these check boxes. So you check it off and when you do it and everything like that. And it's pretty, and they've got color pictures online. So it's pretty good, man. Anyway, everybody, thanks for coming by. Thank you for watching. The big video is out tomorrow. If you're going to watch it, I'd watch it at 1.5. You can still hear me talk because I had probably Good grief, man. I probably had 8 hours of video. And I was going to just speed it up and do a time lapse, but that doesn't do it justice. So I just figured I'd make a long video and pop it out there, you know, and maybe somebody that's building this kit would want to watch it and see. But, you know, if you follow the instructions, and there's a couple places where you gotta watch it because they changed how they do things a little bit. But all right, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for coming by. Kate, Steph, Marsha, Gracie, if you're watching, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the stuff you guys do, and you guys be safe. Have a good week, and we'll see you on the other streams and stuff. This is Jeff saying, woo, 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 woo. Bye.